All right. Well, I am officially up to date on the strip club game. It's been about 3 years since I went in, and I went in yesterday, and nothing's changed. Every club has its little differences, and this one was no exception, but the business is still the same. The number one thing that I want to say that I really got out of going back was follow your intuition and do it immediately. In the strip club is not the time to waste time. It's not the time to second guess your intuition. If you see somebody that's looking at you and they are available at the moment and you feel like you should go over to them, walk straight up to them immediately. Don't pause and wonder what you're going to say to them. It doesn't matter, because if you don't move, if you don't go, somebody else will. I mean, you could look across the room at somebody, and if you literally wait 5 seconds, if you sit there for 5 seconds, 4 seconds even, maybe even a couple seconds before you decide to start walking over to him, somebody else is going to sit down with him or could sit down with him. The number one thing that I got out of going back is follow your intuition and do it immediately. The moment you have a feeling, go do it. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Don't worry if anyone else stops to ask you something. Don't worry about if someone tells you something to do. Go do what you think you are supposed to do right then in that moment. Forget everybody else. As a matter of fact, when you're walking to that person, don't make eye contact with anybody. And if somebody calls your name before you go talk to that person, just pretend like you didn't even hear it. Go talk to whoever you think you're supposed to talk to. I promise you, I lost out on a lot of money yesterday because I listened to other people. The VIP manager, after he was done giving me an introduction about how VIP works and stuff, he said, go talk to the DJ. I knew I should not go talk to the DJ. There was a guy that saw me standing talking to the VIP manager, and he was the person I was supposed to go talk to. I was supposed to go talk to him. And for some freaking reason, I thought, well, I'll stop at the DJ booth first because I didn't want to make anybody upset. Bad idea. They want you to make money too. They do, because they make money when you make money. So forget their advice. Don't listen to the things that people tell you to do. Do what you think you're supposed to do, because I promise you at least for me, it's been right so many times. And to regret it, to not do it, sucks so bad. That guy would have been my second customer or my first customer. He would have been my, first or second customer. And I would have made $400 off him. I would have had to split the VIP cost. It was $400 for the room, and I would have made I think it's a little bit over 50% of that. And I went and talked to him after I was done at the DJ booth, and he had already been through the VIP. He was one of the only customers that day that did a VIP. And he would have gone with me, and I missed him because I listened to what the VIP manager told me to do. I listened to what somebody else told me to do. And again, they don't care, right? They want you to make money. That was just his suggestion. I mean, I'm sure that's what I was supposed to go do. But the point is, it could have waited. It really, really could have waited. And then the DJ sucked up 40 minutes of my time trying to tell me all this bullshit that really didn't matter at all. He was trying to tell me about the girls that he likes and doesn't like. I didn't give a damn about any of that, and I'm sure nobody else does either. The guy just fucking rambles. And so I had to sit there, and I tried to be polite, and at the same time I would just look at him like, yo, what the fuck are we doing here still? Why are you still talking to me? Because it was the beginning of the day, and there was people in the club right then for lunchtime. They were gonna be leaving. I knew it, he knew it, and he was still wasting my time. So don't let people waste your time. A lot of the things that I've told you girls to do so far, I fucked up with them yesterday. I fucked up on the same stuff that I told you about. One of the things being about making sure that you have the right panties when you go into a club. I thought this was a fully nude club. When I called before I came in, I asked the girl at the door what we could wear, what the dress code was. And she said, you girls can wear whatever the fuck you want. And I also knew she was new. So I also knew I needed to get a second opinion. And I didn't get a second opinion. I just thought, okay, well, there's no way that I don't have what's appropriate. So I got there, and then I found out I didn't have what was appropriate. If I had done what I told you guys to do, and I made sure that I actually knew what I had was right, that I had the right stuff, I never would have had that mishap with the DJ. He might have still rambled, but I at least would have gotten to the customers that I wanted to get to while he was, or before he wasted my time, or after he wasted my time, but it would have been before they got there. So follow your intuition. I'm not very happy with the way that my trip went because I fucked up a lot of different things along the way. But now I'm more up to date on it at least. Not that anything has changed. It is still the same. Another thing is I think there are two types of hustle. One of them is quick. One of them is slow and long and drawn out and not fun. You can do either one you want. Both of them typically work because if you do the long, drawn-out game, I think eventually customers feel obligated to go take you for a dance. But the fast hustle is so much better. It's so much easier. You don't have to deal with these people for that long. Like, it's quick. Like, you walk up to somebody and you just lay it on hard. I mean hard. And don't be afraid to walk up to somebody that just got there. Like, they just stepped into Fantasyland. Take them to Fantasyland. Don't let them sit there and become unenchanted by all these girls that are gonna not make them excited. There's a lot of girls that don't try. I honestly couldn't believe how unenthusiastic and bland those girls were. I couldn't believe it. Like, DC is one of the highest median, it's the highest median income in the United States. And these girls just, I mean, when they went to go do dances on stage, that especially like the 2-for-1 dances where all the girls that didn't end up getting a dance all have to go on stage, they didn't even move. They just stood there and talked to each other. There was no dancing at all. Like, I don't know. I found that very unattractive. I think I probably made more tips on stage than anybody else that was there all day because I actually danced every time I was on stage. That's another thing. When you're dancing on stage, do not be worried about the people that are around you. Don't be thinking about that. Literally just feel like you're in your room dancing with yourself. I promise, I think that's the best advice that you can possibly get for stage is feel like you're alone, dancing in your room, move with the music, and have fun. Because if you're having fun, other people are going to notice it. Nobody's going to look at you on stage and think, she looks stupid if you're up there having a good time. Nobody's going to think that. If you go up there and you have a good time, people can tell when other people are really having a good time, and that makes them more attractive. It makes it more appealing to go talk to that person. So, okay, I'm going to leave this at that. I probably should have broken this video into multiple different segments, but thing after thing kind of popped in my head, and I'll go through each of these individual topics way more than what I just listed here throughout the week. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I will talk to you later. Bye.